What's up, NFL fanatics? It is your boy, Mr. B. Uh, I was thinking about doing a new segment. I came up with this idea while trying to get a child to sleep. I was walking back and forth. I randomly thought, man, why don't I do Monday morning thoughts, where I basically talk about random football thoughts that came to my mind, and without doing any research, no editing on this video. It's literally just me talking about stuff. So, without further ado, man, I'm not gonna add anything extra to this video. It's literally just gonna be me talking. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, comment below on what you think, on how you like this video. Hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified whenever my new content drops. So, a random thing I was thinking of today, the D-Hop trade. DeAndre Hopkins to the Arizona Cardinals for a second-round pick and David Johnson. Bill O'Brien, the hell are you doing? Okay. It's as if he doesn't care about his draft picks at all. Now, my issue is not trading D-Hop, because you could trade D-Hop. D-Hop is not an untradeable player. And in some instances, I can understand trying to trade him. However, you traded him for David Johnson, who hasn't had a good season in like 2 years and has been injured, and who has a $10+ million cap hit, and then you get a second round pick. Everyone in the NFL knows the running back has been devalued. He could have gotten a running back in this draft. He could have just got a first round pick from somebody in this draft and used it on a running back. Or he could have kept a second round pick and used it on a running back. Third round pick on a running back. But yet he declined to do that, and he instead said, oh, I'm going to trade for David Johnson. Not that I didn't trade for Duke Johnson the year before. Duke Johnson didn't become a full-time starter, and he traded him for a conditional third. So, in the condition on that was if Duke Johnson was active for 10 games, not a statistical condition, but a playing conditional pick or active conditional pick. It was stupid. This is another pile of decisions made by Bill O'Brien that I don't understand. The next decision I don't understand that he made is he traded D-Hop and then traded a pick to get Brandon Cooks, which I believe was a second round pick. Brandon Cooks is not a bad receiver. I will never say that. He has had 1,000 yards probably consecutively. I want to say like 3 years consecutively. I'm not 100% certain because, like I said, this is an unfiltered video. I did no research. I'm literally just talking off the top of the dome. But I do know this. Brandon Cooks has not had a healthy season. He's been riddled with concussions, which is dangerous, and it's a part of the game, unfortunately. But he hasn't been healthy. D-Hop, to my knowledge, what I can remember, hasn't missed a game in a long time. If he has missed a game. I'm not even 100% certain if he missed a game. And then you have Will Fuller. And then you give Randall Cobb a deal that more than likely he wouldn't have gotten in free agency. I want to say it was like a 3-year, $21 million deal or something like that. But you sign Randall Cobb to a deal, who's a decent slot receiver, who has also been injured. You sign Brandon Cooks, or you trade for Brandon Cooks. You give up a second round pick that the Rams used to get a running back, Cam Akers, which is the same thing the Texans could have done with their second round pick. And then they could have traded D-Hop for a first round pick. I don't even think a lot of people knew D-Hop was available, because I guarantee if they did, there would have been a bidding war for his services. You do not trade a wide receiver who's about 28 years old in his prime, who, regardless of the quarterback, piled up some impressive stats from the wide receiver position and is considered one of the best in the league behind, not even behind Julio, but he's up there at the top, neck and neck with Julio right now. Um, that baffles me. I have, if you go to my Twitter page, I've used hashtag fire Bill O'Brien for a while because his decisions make no sense. I've talked with my friends. His decisions just don't make any sense. If this pans out, like, then I will make a video and I'll be like, Bill O'Brien, I was wrong. You knew what you was doing. But I'm not gonna have to make that video because I already know. Um, Bill O'Brien is the beneficiary of having or he's not beneficiary. He's benefited from having Deshaun Watson at the quarterback position. And I feel like Deshaun Watson, if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm not signing another deal. Like I'm not. I'm leaving. I'm gonna tell him trade me because he is proved incompetent as a head coach and as a GM. The Laremy Tunsil trade actually panned out a little bit just because of Laremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil made the Pro Bowl. He made Laremy Tunsil the highest paid left tackle in history. Um, but you traded 2 first-round picks. You have yet to build a decent offensive line around him. And I feel like he's going to be like, Deshaun Watson's going to end up like Andrew Luck, where the talent is going to be so great that they are just going to be toward the bottom or mid-tier of picking in the draft. And he's traded away other picks, so they're not getting good offensive linemen. So it's like he's going to hang them out there to dry. And I, for one, don't want to see that happen to a talent of Deshaun Watson's caliber. Deshaun Watson should be mentioned up there with Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, not so much Patrick Mahomes yet, but yes, Patrick Mahomes. He should be up there with, top 5, top 6 quarterbacks because, on prime time, man, like I said, on prime time, that dude performs. Um, I know you all watched where he got kicked in the eye and still managed to complete the pass. When have you ever seen that? If you have, please share that video with me, and I'd greatly appreciate it, and I probably would add it into probably the Twitter page because this video will already be published by then. But you're wasting D-Hop's prime years. Like, the quarterback does have a longevity, like a long lifespan, but winning Super Bowls is not guaranteed, and getting hit all the time, especially being he's not a running quarterback, but he can run if he needs to. He's got great escapability. But if you give him some time in that pocket, he could probably pick apart most defenses. I watched his NFL Network thing where he kind of talked about defenses and stuff. Like, he has a great football memory. He can remember basically everything you throw at him. You give him time in the pocket, because he can understand NFL defenses. You give him time in the pocket, bro, I'm telling you, you have a Super Bowl caliber quarterback, an MVP. But Bill O'Brien is riding the coattails of Deshaun Watson's success. I don't even think Bill O'Brien calls the plays most of the time. I think Deshaun Watson gets up to the line, changes the play to according to what he sees the defense doing. I know what Bill O'Brien is probably trying to gear towards. He's trying to do a Chiefs speed kill offense, but you got to have healthy players to do that. And they don't. And now you have a depth chart with David Johnson, Duke Johnson, and a bunch of other people. But you have to rely on David Johnson returning to his prime form and being healthy. I hope he does. Like, I hope for every player. Like, no one hopes injury on a player. No one hopes a player stays regressed or anything like that. But I would hope that he does. Because if he doesn't, this trade, like, it's already a bad trade. It doesn't make sense. $10 million for a running back, you trade for him, and then you have D-Hop. You trade him away for a second round pick. So that's my thoughts on the Texans. Now, as you guys can see, I am a Panthers fan. Anyone who knows me knows I am a die-hard Panthers fan. My loyalty to the Panthers is unwavered. Cam. I want to talk briefly about how the Panthers did Cam. It bothers me. You want to know why it bothers me? Because they waited well into the middle of free agency after all the major free agents signed to decide to release Cam. They attempted to trade him, but you should have done that during the combine. Once you realized that that wasn't going to happen, you should have got rid of him. What they did is they tried to hold on to him and be like, oh, well, somebody's going to need him. Nope. Nobody needs a quarterback that they can't do a medical evaluation on for $20 million. And you don't know what you're getting. I firmly believe had Cam been released before the start of free agency or around the start of free agency, he would have had a job by now. He'd have been paid. He'd have ended up probably with the Colts. I firmly believe he'd have ended up with the Colts or possibly the Chargers, but more than likely the Colts, because the Colts gave $26 million or around $26 million to Phillip Rivers to say, oh, if we give him offensive line, he may be able to do something. Okay. You believe that, Colts. You believe that. But you have Cam, 2015 MVP, would have been sitting out there in free agency. And you would have chosen Phillip Rivers over him? I doubt it. And that's why I think Cam would have been an Indianapolis Colt. And Phillip Rivers probably would have retired. Because he wouldn't have taken a backup role anywhere. So they did my boy wrong. I love you, Panthers. I love y'all to death. I do. But you did my boy wrong. And it bothers me. I'm going to still be a Panthers fan. But that wasn't right. So, that's pretty much all I got for today, guys. That's my Monday morning thoughts. If you like this content, if you like this video, you got any suggestions on how I could better do this video, hey, go and leave that comment below. Right there. Oops, my bad. All right there. I did that wrong both times. I'm leaving it in though. Go ahead and leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when my content drops. And as usual, guys, stay strong, stay safe, and keep hustling.